Well, hello yacht fans. So in this video is slightly different from what I normally do, and I want to look at the RNLI and the migrant crossings the channel and whether helping them is actually legal according to maritime law. So some people on other channels and across the social media are accusing the RNLI as acting like a taxi service for illegal immigrants entering into this country. But is this really true? So in this video, I want to sort of break down the law and the obligations at sea and what the RNLI actually does. Which, you know, if we've all got boats and go out to sea, we actually know what they do. They're a rescue service for us, and they're a valuable rescue service. At sea, the golden rule: if someone's life is in danger, you must help. This isn't just tradition, it's actually international law. The UK, like most countries, signed up to the UN Convention on Law of the Sea and the International Maritime Search and Rescue Convention. Both say the same thing: every vessel has a duty to rescue people in distress. And here's the key point: in the channel, those small dinghies, which are, from all the pictures that we can see on the news, are very overloaded with people beyond their safe capacity. Automatically, these vessels become a vessel in distress because it's not seaworthy because of the amounts of people that are on board. They don't have the proper navigation, they don't have the proper safety gear. So legally, every crossing is, in the eyes of maritime law, an emergency situation which the RNLI is responding to. So you can argue that our laws and international laws are actually being used against us to aid them coming across. You could argue that, but that's not an argument for this video or this channel. I'm merely pointing out what the RNLI is actually doing is perfectly legal, and they are following maritime law to help these people to safety. They are not breaking the law. So it saddens me, as a boat lover, that people are calling to stop funding the RNLI, because as we know, a lot of these lifeboat men and women are volunteers. They are a registered charity, and most of you probably already know this, and staffed mostly by volunteers, like I just said. And that they exist to save lives at sea. Their job isn't politics. It's not border control either. It's simply, if a human being is at risk of drowning, they act, and that's it. It's nothing illegal at all. Now look, don't get me wrong, it's understandable why emotions run high on this topic. Immigration is political, people are frustrated, and when they see lifeboats towing in dinghies, it can look like the RNLI is encouraging the crossings. But think of it this way: if you're a boat broken down offshore, you'd expect a lifeboat to come and get you. The law doesn't say rescue only British citizens. It says rescue anyone in distress. That's what makes the sea community so strong. It's about saving lives, not judging who deserves to live. So the hate that I can see is misplaced towards the RNLI. They're volunteers risking their own lives for your safety day and night, and not even paid for it, to stop people from drowning. So whatever your view is on immigration, no one deserves to die at sea. When they respond to a call or spot a boat in trouble, they have no choice but to help. If they didn't, they'll be breaking maritime law and risking prosecution themselves. So once rescued, migrants aren't simply dropped off on the beach. They're handed directly to UK Border Force, who deal with the legal and immigration side of things. So it's important to remember the RNLI isn't smuggling anyone. They're just preventing deaths. And a lot of people get riled up about this. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think? Personally, I don't think we should attack the RNLI at all. They are doing a job and they do a fantastic job. So if you see anyone putting down in the comments they should be defunded or not funded at all because they're helping out in this situation, it's not their fault. They have no choice. So there is a clear difference between rescue and illegal assistance. Facilitation or smuggling is when someone knowingly arranges transport into the UK illegally. For example, hiding people in lorries or running boats across from France as a service. That's a crime under the Immigration Act of 1971 and can mean imprisonment if caught. On the other hand, a rescue is pulling people out of unsafe situations and taking them to safety. And if the RNLI didn't do this, and by the sheer nature of the overloaded vessels, they would be breaking the law. And that's not what our RNLI does. So my view on it all, is the RNLI breaking the law by rescuing these migrants in dinghies? For me, it's a clear no, because they have no choice. They have to save a life at sea that is in danger by a sheer overloaded dinghy, which I said before. They are following international law, UK obligations for a humanitarian mission. The real question of how migrants should or shouldn't enter in the UK is for the government and courts to decide, not lifeboat crews. So next time you see an RNLI launch, remember, they're not politicians, they're volunteers that are risking their own life to save someone else's life. So, yeah, I don't want to get too political on this channel because it's about boats and yachting and we'll talk about different things about boats. So I don't want it to get political, but I don't mind covering the law in what the law says about this institution. So anyway, thanks for watching. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think? As a person who loves boats, I don't blame the RNLI at all. They have no choice. They're doing what they're doing because it's the law. Okay then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.